Howdy y'all, Ugster here. You're probably wondering why I'm out in the middle of nowhere. To tell you the truth, I really don't know. But anyway, today I'd like to go over a program called Orb. Unlike my previous segments, this is applicable to desktop PCs as well as laptops. It's not just limited to this. Orb is a media streaming server, basically. So it's a program you put on your computer, you point it where all your files are, and it'll stream them over the internet through your cable or DSL connection to supported devices. And that would be smartphones, obviously, because I probably wouldn't be using it if it didn't support smartphones. Any internet-connected computer or laptop, so you can basically access your music, pictures, videos, documents, just about everything over the internet wherever you are around the world, as long as you have a decent connection. It can also be used for streaming live TV if your computer has a supported TV tuner card. That's been something that's been a bitch for me to configure properly, and I just recently got it working because I'm using a 10-year-old PCI TV tuner card, and I'm using two separate sound cards because one of them works in Orb, the other doesn't, and one won't stream. It's a mess, whatever. So getting it configured properly can be a pain, but once you do, it's actually pretty cool to have TV like wherever you go. So I'm going to go over the computer side and show you how to install Orb, and then I'll show you some practical applications. Here's my computer. Okay, here's how to download and install Orb on your computer. The website's www.orb.com. Hit the download section and pick the appropriate download for your country. I was wrong, there are TV guides for a bunch of different countries, so yeah, awesome. Just download the one that's appropriate to your country for the program guide, otherwise it's the same executable. Then click it, and agree to their bull crap, and wait until it installs. Alright, here it'll give you a chance to select which folders you want to put on sharing and allow it to access. It'll do a system check and run through your specs and make sure that everything's up to par. You can also stream to your Xbox 360, or more recently you can also stream to the Wii, but we won't get into that today. And that's it. Once Orb is installed, you can configure it by right-clicking and hitting Configuration. There's a crap load of options here, most of which you probably won't need to screw with. The Advanced tab allows you to change your port settings and codecs. I usually leave everything on default, but if you're having issues, this is the first place to look. The Media tab allows you to choose which folders you want to be available on Orb, and yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory. TV tab allows you to set up your TV tuner card, program guide, as well as webcams. Orb has a feature called Orb Secure, which is like a cheap home security system. It'll find any working webcams on your computer, and when it detects motion, it will take pictures or video and notify you of that. It's pretty cool. So set up TV signal and provider. This also works with set-top boxes. You can choose, coaxial composite S-video, but you need an IR blaster to actually change the channel, so that kind of limits usability. Other than that, it's just setting up your program guide and getting those settings right, and that's it. Screw your sister. Alright, once you have everything configured, open up a browser and go to mycast.orb.com. Once you log in, you'll be presented with this page. The Open Application tab is where you'll find most of your crap and whatever you need. You can go to the control panel for some in-detail settings. If you're having streaming issues, you can set a specific upload speed for your computer. Different skins. There's a couple different ones. One of them looks really good, especially if you're using like a home theater PC or something. If you're having hardware issues, go to TV webcams. This will show all of your connected devices. You just gotta poke around. If you're having an issue with something, check here. I'm sure there's a fix for it. So that's it. I mean, it's pretty simple to set up and use unless you run into terrible hardware issues like I always do. It's a really powerful tool if you're really into listening to your music on the go and you don't happen to have a device that can store large amounts of audio but can connect to the internet. I happen to be in that position, so I find this program useful and I hope you do too. Okay, so once that nightmare's over, it's pretty easy to use. It has a simple to use web interface and there's a couple different themes to choose from. To play TV, you just navigate to TV and then you go over to the program guide and then choose what show you want to watch. You can also record and time shift programs using Orb. It'll save it right to your hard drive. It's really easy to use, and it has a full like program guide for whatever zip code or wherever the crap you are. I'm not sure about international usability. I know it works in the US, so it sucks to be anyone else. So once you get the streaming media file, it'll be like a .asx or a .ram, depending on your settings before. You'll come up with, if you were paying attention to my last segment, TCP/IP should open up and you should get a streaming TV file.
I disagree. Well, I disagree in two respects. Now, factually, while some of the right people may be there, many of the wrong people are there.
And I'm really out